So, Wuthering Waves is finally getting a true endgame challenge with Whimpering Wastes, and let me tell you, this is not going to be a walk in the park. If you thought Tower of Adversity was tough, this is a whole different level. This mode is permanent, meaning it's here to stay, and it's designed to push your team building and combat skills to the limit. You're gonna need 6 fully built characters, strategic use of limited use buff, and a solid understanding of combat mechanics to clear it efficiently. And before we dive in, quick heads up, I will be doing some giveaways for Lunite subscriptions across my social platforms. If you want to participate, check the pinned comment for all the details. So, what exactly is Whimpering Wastes? How does it work? And most importantly, is it worth your time? Here's what we'll cover. Unlocking the mode, what you need to do before jumping in, how it works, a breakdown of the zones and challenge structure, what it means for free-to-play players, do you need multiple 5-star weapons, can you even clear this without limited units, tokens and buffs, these game-changing mechanics can make or break your run, rewards and reset system, is it worth farming every cycle, how does it compare to the Tower of Adversity, and final thoughts, is this the endgame challenge we've been waiting for? Stick around because there's a lot to unpack. Before you even think about diving in, there's a couple of things you need to do first. You need to hit Union level 30 and complete the tutorial quest, Ocean is the Soul's Rest. Now, reaching Union level 30 it's a bit of a grind if you are a newer player, so if you are not there yet, start farming. This mode is not for fresh accounts. You need an established team, good gear, and a solid understanding of Resonators' rotation and mechanics before taking this on. Alright, so this mode is split into 3 zones. Forbidden Waters, kind of like a warm-up introducing you to the mode's mechanics. Respawning Waters Chasm, the mid-tier section where the challenge ramps up. Respawning Water Torrents, the hardest part where the enemies hit harder, mechanics are trickier, and only well-built teams will survive. But here's the twist. Each challenge is split into 2 halves, meaning you need to bring 2 separate teams of 3 Resonators, and once you equip weapons and echoes to a team, they are locked in for the run. That's right, no swapping gears between fights. This is a huge change from how Tower of Adversity works, where you can reuse your best weapons and echoes. Here, you need 6 fully built characters, period. For free-to-play players, this might sound a little scary, but let's talk about what this actually means. Do you need multiple limited weapons and Resonators? Not necessarily. Having multiple 5-star weapons is obviously a huge advantage, but it's not required. Instead, what matters more is having multiple well-built teams with good synergy. 4-star weapons are viable, and standard banner characters like Yang Yang, Mortify, Sanhua or Yuan can absolutely carry in the right setup. If you've been relying on a single hyper-invested DPS with their signature weapon, you might struggle here. Can a free-to-play player actually finish it? Yes, but expect a challenge. If you only have one well-built team, you're gonna hit a wall. Building rooster depth is crucial, so start leveling and gearing Senkaderi DPS and supports now. That being said, you don't have to clear everything. The most important rewards come from the mid-tier Chasm section, which is way more free-to-play friendly than the brutal Torrent section. If you're struggling with the hardest fights, don't stress, you're not gonna miss out on much. One of the most interesting mechanics in Whimpering Wastes is tokens. These are one-time use buffs that gives you insane power boosts, stuff like massive crit rate increases, energy regeneration or extra damage multipliers. But here's the catch, you only get a limited number per cycle, and once you use them, they are gone until you reset the challenge. This adds a whole new layer of strategy. Do you burn your strongest tokens early to get an easy clear, or save them for the brutal final fights? And if you mess up, you can reset and try again. For free-to-play players, efficient token use might be the key to clearing harder stages without needing multiple 5-star characters. Alright, let's talk about the good stuff. Rewards. Forbidden Waters, this is one-time reward but it's big, 800 Astrite plus gold XP and tuners. Chasm and Torrents, they reset every 4 weeks. The Chasm section is the easiest but gives 625 Astrite each cycle. The hardest fights are in the Torrent section but only gives 175 Astrite. To put that into perspective, Tower of Adversity gives 700 Astrite per cycle, while the resetting section of Whimpering Wastes gives 800 Astrite combined. Meaning, Whimpering Wastes actually gives more Astrite in the long run. If you can consistently clear Chasm, you are getting most of the Astrite rewards without needing to push through Torrent. I gotta say, I'm really excited about this mode. It's got high difficulty, locked teams, meaningful strategy and an actually long-term replayability. For free-to-play players, the 2-team requirement might feel like a roadblock at first, but with smart resource management you can absolutely clear Chasm and farm Astrite consistently. The real question is, will this mode keep players engaged long term? Will Wuthering Waves finally have the endgame depth players have been asking for? I guess we'll find out soon. Also, quick reminder, I'm doing a Lunar subscription giveaway on all my social platforms. If you want a chance to win, check the pinned comment for how to enter. So what do you think? Is Whimpering Wastes the endgame challenge you wanted, or does the 2-team system sounds frustrating? Let me know in the comments, and as always, like and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. Until next time, happy gaming!